Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Monday Coffee with Jigsaw, where we scan through last week's news and updates from across the Atlassian universe. I'm Nikki.
And I'm Bira. Good morning. We're the founders of Jigsaw, a fast-growing marketplace partner building delightful project and product management apps for Jira Cloud. You can check out more about what we do on our website, jigsaw.io.
And before we start, the links for the sources of the topics that we are going to discuss today are all linked in the description or in the comments below. So as a first topic, we have here what's new in Confluence in August post. The Confluence team is doing a great job in summarizing new features, improvements, and events in these monthly posts. In this one, they highlight 4 key features and improvements that were released in the past month, connecting Confluence to Slack and Microsoft Teams, undo and redo buttons, improvements to performance, and a new button in the page tree where you can find all important actions like edit, delete, get link, and so on. There is also a collaboratory event that runs during August as an addition to the video series where you can learn about how Confluence helps improve teamwork. There is also a community competition, quizzes, and events and initiatives. One of the initiatives that caught my eye is called Colabugs. You can easily participate in this one by tweeting @Confluence with #Colabugs and just add your colleagues or friend's name who you think is an example of great collaboration, and Atlassian then donates $5 for every single nomination to STEM organization. So if you're interested, you can check the list of events and initiatives in this post. And yes, Bira, I'm going to nominate you.
How did you read my mind? I was just going to ask, I'm curious if you're going to nominate me because I don't know if you collaborate with me well or not.
We can nominate actually unlimited amount of people, so you can contribute greatly with the $5 to STEM organizations. So it's good.
That's awesome. Right, next up. The JiraCon event agenda was published last week to include most of the talks happening over the 2 days. If by chance you've not heard of JiraCon, this is one of the biggest events that will take place over October. Trundo organizes it with backing from Jigsaw, X-Ray, and plenty of other partner sponsors. This event is an opportunity for you to find out what's hot and new in Jira, to learn tips and tricks and solutions from Atlassian user community, marketplace community, and worldwide leaders. The event will be happening over 2 days to facilitate time zone differences, and the agenda is packed with brilliant talks from familiar and new faces. I'll be talking about risk management practices using Jira. Nikki here is looking at PPM road mapping, and Jen, our marketing lead, will have 2 sessions about running growth experiments using Jira. But apart from our sessions, there are tens of great others to attend, like finding out what's new in JSM, a talk by Kathy Davey from Atlassian. For each time slot, there are around 5 or 6 session lanes you can choose from, and all the rest should be on demand for you to watch later. Have a look through the agenda, and if the topics look interesting, book your seat. The whole event is online, so you can actually watch it from the comfort of your own garden rocking chair. I wish I had one of those, by the way.
Oh, you don't have one. You want to have a rocking chair?
Of course. It's like I'll be doing this all day.
Oh, it's
Just
like in
rocking.
the American movies, but it's a new era, so you have a laptop on your lap.
Yeah,
now,
exactly.
and you're
Yeah, exactly.
right.
Especially, I'm getting to that age. I'm getting to that age.
Oh yeah, it's so old. Okay, let's finish this discussion. Thank you for reminding us about the JiraCon Bureau. So here, early access announcement. So if you're a Jira admin, then you might be really interested in this one. So listen, if you can apply to participate in a beta testing for Configuration Manager for Jira Cloud app. The latest release of the app will help you to transfer data and configuration to Jira Cloud. The AppFire team is especially interested in admins who can test on real data and are willing to share their feedback and report bugs. And in return, you get an early access to the tool, AppFire SPAC, and up to $300. So if you are interested, check out the post where you can also find the link where you can apply.
That's pretty cool. That's yeah, just go for it. Go ham.
Yeah, definitely. I would definitely check it out if I would be a Jira admin on server.
Yeah, especially for $300. You can buy.
Yeah. And you might get a hoodie as well, so it's good.
And okay, so now moving on to more fun things.
What?
Not that this wasn't fun. Okay, it was fun. It was fun.
It is fun. It is fun.
All right, so we're talking about DevOps Premier League. This is one for all of the football fans out there. If you're into fantasy football leagues, Bit2Bit Americas is organizing their second season called DevOps Premier League. It will take place over 2021 and 2022 in the same time with the British Championship, and it's hosted on the popular fantasy league platform of Premier League. This season of DevOps Premier League is sponsored by many big names like Atlassian, AppFire, New Relic, Miro, Adaptavis Tempo, and others. There are some pretty cool prizes for season's first 4 places winners, like MacBook, PlayStation, and there are also monthly prizes for the team managers of the month. I think the season is about to start, so if you're interested, check out the instructions on joining and register ASAP so you don't miss the train.
Okay, that sounded like a lot of fun.
Yes, it is. And I'm a bit saddened that I'm not a football connoisseur, because I would love to. It sounds like very engaging and entertaining to do this kind of fantasy leagues.
Oh yeah, maybe we should tell our team, because Brazilians love football from some reason.
I'm sure they're gonna participate.
Yes, definitely. Okay, so what do we have next here? Oh, the new Team Mystery podcast. So this time the Team Mystery podcast is about a famous Campbell Soup company that was suffering from a toxic atmosphere in early 2000s due to many cultural issues. In 2001, a new CEO joined and replaced the leadership management and started a new and greater era of Campbell's. So if you are interested in how they achieved it, then you can listen to the podcast itself. It has just 28 minutes and it's done in really, really nice documentary style format. And I can tell you that the solution has something to do with Maslow's hierarchy of needs. So if you're curious, check it out.
Yeah, that sounds like a pretty cool documentary to listen to.
Yeah, definitely. So what do we have next, Vero? Who has the article of the week this time?
Yeah, so I have the article of the week. This time Nikki punished me with this one. I'm joking. This is actually a topic that I'm super passionate about. And the article of the week is 6 examples of business jargon you should stop using now. I think this is on the back of a post that Atlassian posted asking people in the community what are the most popular jargons that their organization uses or they heard previously. And then they made this current list. I honestly love this article, mainly because recently I've been doing my best to help simplify our messaging. I also really like how the article is structured. It starts with, first it explains why we tend to use jargon, that specific need for finding new innovative ways to communicate. But this makes us also use new fancy words that often confuse, rather than just focusing on fresh points and using everyday language to convey the message. This happens for team comms internally, but also see it often in companies' public messaging, and it just looks try hard without making the audience really get your point. This is why the marketing team and I are doing our best to simplify our message. The second section lists common cringy jargon like mission critical, best in breed, or leverage. It goes into detail to why these are vague or awkward, and also provides alternatives to use. Then the third section is explaining how English idioms can be super confusing for non-English native speakers. We've been working with teams from many regions and languages, and I learned to avoid using English idioms over time. And then I go and mention a Romanian language idiom, and everyone scratches their heads.
I actually like to use them. I mean, I like to translate the Czech ones to English and then see if someone catches and what they think. But I do not use it like in public, just in the team. Yeah.
But as mentioned in the article as well, with so many languages in our team, just asking in the group how something is being expressed in each language is a great conversation catalyst. So, you know, that's a common thing for us, I think, as well. Another personal suggestion: I write a lot of scripts for the video content we create. Discovering and using Grammarly has massively helped me simplify how I communicate when writing. If you're having issues communicating in simple terms, try Grammarly, because it allows you to set the reading difficulty of the message so that you can write simpler emails, messages, and so on.
I actually like to use Hemingway in combination with Grammarly, because Hemingway does this like a grading system as well, and it has a little bit simpler, like a simpler URI on the side, at least for me. And then Grammarly does the grammar check itself.
Yeah, but I mean, Grammarly has a paid version that does that as well, so you can specify, oh, I want to sound smart, and it will help you complicate the language. Or you can specify, hey, I want it to be simpler phrases, simpler language, and it basically helps you restructure the phrases. I love it. I use it all the time.
I want to sound smart, and I want to do everything that was said in this article not to do. Right?
Yeah, exactly. If you're into that, but I think you should be reading this article before you go sounding too smart.
Yeah. Well, because of these tools, we can't use the typewriters anymore. That's horrible. I wouldn't be able to use them.
Yes. I mean, let's give a bit of context. Yesterday we were, this weekend we were out to a thrift shop, like one of these shops with a lot of old items. And I really liked a few of the typewriters there. But then I realized that it doesn't have Grammarly installed, so I actually
cannot use it.
Can't use it. If it doesn't come with Grammarly, you can't use it.
Yeah, millennials, right? Okay, so next topic do we have? No, this is it.
No, that's it. That's about it for the news about Atlassian. I hope you enjoy Monday Coffee with Jigsaw, whether you're watching us live or recorded later. Just a reminder, links for all the topics we discussed today are in the description, so don't forget to check them out. If you have any suggestions on what we should be talking about next week, let us know in the comments. And we'll see you next Monday at 9:30. Have a great week.
Have a great week.